You have to contest at the three-point line. Dante's starting.
We'll catch you up here. There's Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., and Paolo Banchero, who the #1 pick in the draft is kind of amazing as Carter finishes in you, and you have to make plays and score. It's not easy to do. 1 of 2 from the line.
You get better and better as well.
So 1 year at Duke and drafted #1 overall. Wiggins kicking it out. Draymond his second three. It's out. And
Through, get into the paint, draw and kick.
so Banchero 6'10", 255. Gary Harris hitting the
32% from three-point range.
Wiggins for 3. Welcome back. And that stroke looked good.
He had that 3-ball locked and automatic when he left, picking up where he left off.
Lob with DiVincenzo sensing it, but Carter's got good hands. Jordan Poole, good look from deep and around and out. Kevon Looney rebounding. We've seen that all throughout the homestand. DiVincenzo for
Split action, found the cutter, made the defense rotate.
Banchero. I think that's like LeBron size.
You got help earlier.
Shot clock at 7. Colts get to that mid-range. Not 2 and 13, 14 and 12, 19 and 8, 14 and 9. Lamb! 10 shots, they're all threes. And here's our first 2-point attempt, and it's a layup. When you said free throw line, because the game in Orlando, the Magic shot 31 more free throws than the Warriors. That hadn't happened in over a decade.
He never saw Markelle Fultz.
Fultz to Banchero down the lane. Younger. Wow.
Well, that's why they turn the ball over a lot. That young talent can be a little consistent.
Anthony Lamb, 16 shots, 14 of them have been threes.
They're shooting 50% from there.
Fultz. Banchero show and go, got all the way to the Draymond. Poole got it back. Lamb's ahead of everybody. What a smart play to just... Cole Anthony setting up Banchero. He drops into 3. Along with Jalen Suggs and Terrence Ross. So it's like a hockey change for both teams. PBJ off the bench into the bucket. Jalen Suggs handling. He was the hero for the Magic against the Warriors in Florida. Suggs right to the instant replay. Except Franz Wagner went all the way to the steal. It's the Wagner takeover. It is. Franz Wagner dropping in the 3. He's a really good piece of momentum now. Suggs, he will flip it in and draw the foul.
To deal with that, Warriors are kind of out of sync at times here. 6 turnovers for 9 Magic points already here.
Andrew Wiggins.
Big things, especially in close games.
Jerome, little floater. Jerome was on Andre Iguodala's podcast. Really interesting. His dad was high school coach in New York. Jordan Poole, time to set his feet. That screen by Draymond Green.
Attack even more.
Cole Anthony setting up Suggs. Jalen Suggs missing that 3. Long rebound to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony right down the lane. And just Poole setting up DiVincenzo. And beautiful catch and shoot 3. 19. Warriors throw it away. And Ross gets the lay-in. Push ahead, Ty Jerome. Jerome sensing a seam to the rim to put it up and in. This is where Banchero, right before halftime, he talked about it, Kalena. Who's going to have the lead? And Paolo Banchero,
the Magic too. So you have to think about your shot selection.
Banchero. So the Lamb on Terrence Ross. Anthony Lamb. This equals Orlando's largest advantage. DiVincenzo had Banchero coming at him. Banchero tried to return it to Carter. Warriors cut that off. Fultz getting in the lane, and that's the mid-range. DiVincenzo sending Poole on his way. He's got to beat Wagner, and he does! What a finish! He elongated to keep the ball away from him. Holds down the lane. Just flat contact, he didn't make the shot.
I love Poole working defensively, though, that ball pressure at half court.
Franz Wagner for 3. Those one-handed passes get stolen in the NBA all the time. And Franz Wagner makes you pay.
With a sense of urgency.
Draymond missed both free throws. Wagner finding Carter. He thought about that three. Banchero. Man.
They're shooting the three ball more than ever, so the floor is spread, tougher to defend. I think the better players in the league, their usage rating is through the roof as Jordan Poole knocks down a three.
Harris, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter, and Paolo Banchero. Carter a trail three. Now, Deacon said, you're not going to take his second one. Carter rolling and finishes. Rebounding in the zone can become problematic. Fultz loves that elbow jumper. He's got 12.
These passes.
Okay, the one-hand pass has got to go away.
That's hand one.
That'll be the rebound. Lamb returning the favor to Looney. All that two-zone look here. Iguodala's at the top of that. Fultz right down the lane to lay it in. Looney taps it back to Anthony. In on the shot blocker to put it up and in. Now. Terrence Ross turning the corner, setting up Cole Anthony. Nate Thompson, the absence of Steph Curry. You can draw and kick. You want to kick out to two of the greatest shooters of all time.
Got to stop this momentum somehow.
Keep expanding on their biggest lead of the night. Draymond. Anthony had hit 1-3 and he hits another one. And had the nice steal.
Go 2 for 1.
Perfectly set up for the two possessions to end the quarter. But you got to get one up. And PBJ 3. Right out. Our Toyota game summary. Three-point shooting by the Magic, a lot like the Pistons the other night. And this time,
Then the action came off that handoff with a lot of speed. Think about
Lamb, Wiggins, DiVincenzo, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Ty Jerome. PBJ lays
back goes. You can get more of those. They start out the game shooting the three ball well. You've seen how they are much better when it comes to guarding the three ball as Wagner gets.
Plenty of time left, but the vibe really in the whole second half has been all Orlando. Wiggins, an elbow jump.
Or mid-post.
Wagner. Not the other Wagner. So
You can get in the paint anytime you want. Defenders are going to be behind a lot of time in recovery mode. You should be able to draw fouls.
Cole Anthony. DiVincenzo rattles home. Do you have a push? Franz Wagner. Wow. What a game he. DiVincenzo made one. He hit another one. Start, and the 8-second clock doesn't start until you pick up the ball. Cole Anthony right to the rim.
He just announced that with a monster rebound.
Cole Anthony, he's been really get something going, and the Warriors will have likely let it slip away. Wow. And unlike the Detroit game, as Wagner, the Warriors,
They've executed really well. That was a Franz Wagner back screen. Then he just flashed, found the opening.
Poole getting in, missing. And Ryan Rollins with the rebound. It'd be interesting to get Kuminga and Wiseman's health update, because the Warriors could have used some size and a Stieg, and they swept the Dubs this year. The game at Orlando is a game the Warriors never should have lost. That was a brutal loss. And it's then their troubles on the road. You get one more home game and then a fairly lengthy road trip and a trip to the White House, too. There you go. On January 17th. Missing a three. And Moody tipped it up and in. But the Warriors 37% shooting. Magic 52 points in the paint.